Good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. I know it's a little bit late, and I'm glad to be back making a video for you guys. I know it's been a while, but let's get back into it for math. So, for this set of notes, we're doing video notes 16. This is going to be about chapter 4, lesson 1. For those of you that are my students, we're covering this in class already, so I'm just going to give you a head start on it for your homework. This is dealing with linear relationships, okay? So linear relationships is basically lines on a graph. So if the graph that you put on your coordinate plane makes a line, then it's a linear relationship. So for our key info, our ordered pairs is always going to have an x and a y. So it's going to go x comma y. What this means is we run across our x-axis first and then climb up on our y-axis. So it's run, then rise. If we do slope, this simply means we're finding out the unit rate or the rate of change between our 2 points or just in general. So this will be your run over your rise. Or simply your y over your x. So slope can look like this, used as a variable of m. And if you look closely on the bottom, it'll be 2 ordered pairs. So with those 2 ordered pairs, your first order pair is going to be x1 and y1. Your second order pair is going to be x2 and y2. Once you have successfully labeled them and actually figure out what your variables are in your slope form, you're going to plug them into your slope form. So they're saying y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Now that we successfully labeled our ordered pair, we're going to plug in these numbers, or whatever they are, in place of x and y. For proportionals, another thing to know, if your graph is proportional, that means it's going to run through the origin. Your origin is going to be 0, 0. Or simply, it can be that little corner on the left side of your graph. Some equations that have proportionals, you can just look at it, is if they are y equals k times x or y equals k times x plus 0. This is just a format in which your equation will be. If it's non-proportional, that means the graph does not run through the origin. So it'll often look like y equals mx plus b, or something that's similar to that. Make sure you write down everything I write down for this video, for those of you that are in my class, because this will be your homework for tonight. So let's start with example 1. Example 1 is saying the graph shows the amount of books sales over several days. So for part A, we're going to find out, is this relationship proportional? For part B, we're going to find out if the slope, what it is. And then for part C, we're going to find out the unit rate and compare it to our slope. So if we take a look at our chart already, or our graph, our y-axis, which is the vertical, is going to be our sales, which is $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000. Our x-axis, which is our horizontal, which is going left and right, is our hours, and that's go from 0 to 9. We can already tell we have two certain order pairs. 0, 0. 3 hours, we get $1,000, so 3, 1,000. And then 6, 2,000. So 6, 2,000. So they're saying 6 hours, they made $2,000. So let's start with part A. If we look closely at our chart, does our line run through our origin, which is in this corner here? Yes, this makes it proportional. So for part A, we're going to put proportional. So the relationship is proportional because it runs through the origin. Then for part B, we're going to make it simple for us. We're going to choose 2 ordered pairs that are on the line that we just saw on our chart. So there was 2 that we can choose. It was 3 and 1,000, 6 and 2,000. So this is our first order pair, 3 and 1,000, and our second order pair is 6 and 2,000. Since we know that, we need to remember our slope form or slope formula. Our slope formula is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now we can see how we're supposed to plug it in. So since this is our first order pair, we have 3 as x1 because our order pairs have a format of x then y. So 3 is x1, 1,000 is y1, 6 is x2, 2,000 is y2. So now that we have our order pairs set up, we can now successfully plug in our parts or our intercepts into our formula. So they're saying y2 is going to be 2,000 because y2 is 2,000. y1 is going to be 1,000. x2 is going to be 6 because that's our second x. And x1 is going to be 3 because that's our first x-intercept. Or basically, you can remember it as put your order pair as y over x, your second order pair y over x first, and then your first order pair next after that as y over x as well. So if we do 2,000 minus 1,000, we should get 1,000. If we do 6 minus 3, we should get 3. This is our slope. Or if we simplify a little bit more, we get 1,000 divided by 3 gives us 333.33 over 1. So that means it goes up $333.33 per, and I believe per week. Per hour. So that's our slope. Now for part C, they want us to compare our unit rate and our slope. You should remember with these proportionals, the unit rate is the same as our slope. So M, which is our slope, is 333.33 over 1. This is the same as the rate, which is $333.33 per 1 hour. So that means these two are supposed to be equal to each other.